Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing about time. Doing about time. Got myself a problem.
I'm messed up, growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth, but hiding all the lies. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Let's look in the kitchen and the living room. Nothing to find but what's left from a really great time that wasn't any of mine. Running away feels like a storm. Let's throw our problems out the door today. Well, finding things clear to me. And don't go thinking I'm being myself. I got other things on my mind, not you or anyone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa, make me see the things on the inside. 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 Don't go thinking I'm being myself. I just act this way around you, and to someone else. This isn't where I wanna be. Whoa,
everybody. This is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
She asked me maybe if I could share her sorrow for all the men that tried to treat her wrong. You're just a baby awaiting her tomorrow. It's rock me baby all night long. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, we would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can. Everybody else, you know, it fills her with compassion. That's why she tries to save the world alone. She helps the needy in her own fashion and tries to give them all her own. She needs an answer to her confusion, someone to guide her with tenderness. But when she's asking for a solution, oh, she gets, you know, it's something like this. I don't know where we come from, I don't know where we're going to, but if all this should have a reason, we would be the last to know. So let's just hope there is a promised land. Hang on till then, as best as we can.
All I want is to be loved. All I want is you. All I want is to be from somewhere, and a dress for me and you. Sometimes it feels impossible to get along. It feels impossible to get along. Again, I'm living with my hand. Again, I'm feeling blue. Again, you've made me question our love. Again, with you, sometimes it feels impossible to get along. Yeah, it feels impossible to get along. Sometimes it feels impossible. sit alone in silence, waiting to hear from you. I pray there's something left inside us. If it's broken, I've got some glue. I'll fix it all for you. Fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. I'll fix it all for you. It all for you. But it feels impossible to.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. How's everybody doing today? Glad you all could be here. I am your host, Jeff Escal. We got a super jam-packed show. So what do you say we get all the particulars out the way really freaking quick so we can get on with the show? You can listen to this show, Sports World Radio, right on SportsWorldRadio.com. Also on HonestAnswerRadio.com. You can connect with us and follow us on Facebook over there at Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Go to our page and like us over there. We're also on Twitter, Sports World Radio on Twitter. And over there on Twitter, the Sports World Radio, the world has no R in it. It has no O in it. I'm sorry, it has no O in it. So it goes SportsWorldRadio for Twitter. Sports World Radio with no O in world on Twitter. You can also connect with us if you want to give us a call. You don't like our topic. You like our topic. You disagree with Sean. You disagree with me, whatever the case may be. Head on over to Sports World Radio and click the little red button up there if you have Skype. Only if you have Skype. If you have Skype, you can click that little red button and you can dial the show and you'll be live on the air. We'll bring you on the air and answer all your stupid-ass questions. Now, with all that crap out the way, let's bring in our good friend, our co-host of the show for a long time, Sean Mann, the Update Man. What's going on there, Schmeds?
I'm doing good, Jeff, and welcome to Friday, November 22nd, 2013. It is 7:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 4:06 p.m. on the West.
Yeah, how's the weather out there? Because we always start the show like this.
Yeah,
Huh?
The weather's nice out here. How's the weather there?
Crappy, man. You want to know something? You want to speak crappy? It is freaking crappy out here. It's dark. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's supposed to be sunny and bright, right? Like it is up there where you're at, right, my friend?
Right on.
Okay. Here it looks like it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. It's dark. It's thundering like a son of a bitch. It's ugly and it's raining. It's not nice. It's not a beautiful thing. I'm not happy with the weather. But that's okay. I'll get over it. We got a show to do and we got a lot to get to. I know I got some things I want to talk about, and I'm sure Sean doesn't even know about that. I sent him one article I wanted to talk about today for sure. So where do you go? You tell me, brother. You're the producer. Produce the damn show, and let's go.
Okay, we're going to start in the NFL, as you all know. We got a lot of stuff to get to, like Jeff said. One of the big topics we have coming up, we start in last night's NFL game. The New Orleans Saints have continued to just be the team that we all expected to be from 2009. They are 9-2. They beat Atlanta 17-13.
Got away with it, didn't they? They didn't play very well, did they?
They didn't play a good game, Jeff, but they still hung on and won the game.
Still hung on and won the game. Lucky. Hey, did you get a point in last night's game?
Yes, I did, because I picked New Orleans.
You son of a bitch, you. Who told you to do that? Is that one of the games where is that the week where you picked before you went away?
I had to pick for the 2 weeks I was gone, for November 10th and November 17th.
By the way, how was your trip?
Of course, the trip was great.
Tell the folks how your trip was really quick.
Yeah, the trip was great.
I saw a lot of pictures on Facebook, you rat bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pictures on Facebook. Hey, I'm looking at the standings in a football pick 'em pool really quick.
Yeah.
You and Eves are still tied at 104. Okay?
There you go.
I'm in third place with 9. Me, Gio, and Kenny all got 99. Okay? You better watch out, dude. You can't shake us. There's no way. You can't shake us, man. We're coming after you. And Ebo's tied with you already. So there you go. Hello.
Jeff.
Somebody caught you. Hello.
I have a question to ask you, though, going back to last night's game.
Yes, sir.
Are you surprised to see New Orleans be 9-2 and Atlanta be 2-9?
Yeah, I'm shocked. Atlanta won their first 2 games in a row, and I said, all right, here we go. And they haven't won a game since. Talk about being on a losing streak.
And it comes for a team that went to the NFC Championship all the way back in January of this year. They've just haven't looked like the Atlanta Falcons that we expected them to be. And I'm shocked, too, because before the season began, I picked Atlanta to win the division.
I think I did, too. I don't remember. I don't quite remember. Hey, don't forget, in the second half of the show today, we will be doing our NBA elimination game, where Sean and I eliminate 2 NBA teams a piece until we come down to our last team each who we think is going to win the NBA season. Sean, I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't,
I don't know either.
It's going to be interesting to watch, I'll tell you that. And I'm a little fed up with the NFL anyway. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm a little disgusted with them right now because they're turning the quarterback into what's the good word I'm looking for? Don't touch the quarterback, otherwise you'll get fined. I mean, come on, you can't hit the what? You know what I'm saying? Come on, at least be consistent. They're so inconsistent. What happened to there was no flag or penalty on the hit on Matt Ryan in the helmet in the game, but they got the guy. They called the penalty because of the hit on Drew Brees. Come on, be consistent for Jiminy Cricket's sakes.
Yeah, without a doubt. And this is one of the topics we came up with before we came on the show. Jeff sent me this article. The NFL has came down hard on referee Roy Ellison after it learned of claims that he used unsavory language to the Washington Redskins offensive tackle Trent Williams.
How about that? How many games has he been suspended for?
What they're saying is 1 game.
1 game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was supposed to do the game between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Holy cannoli.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget, we're doing our NFL Real Talk tomorrow. So join us for that, 7 p.m. on the West, 10 p.m. on the East. Well, Sean and I will make our picks for this week's upcoming games, the rest of them. Yeah, so I sent you that article, and I never had time to read it, and I don't know why. But that's pretty interesting that the NFL has suspended a referee. I like that. I like that
it is
because
good, but it's just amazing and kind of surprising that that's happening.
Because, well, no, it's good because it shows that the referees aren't the only ones who are getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? In other leagues, in NBA and in the NFL and in Major League Baseball, really, and NHL, you don't see referees getting in trouble for doing bad things, do you? Except for the tiny few. The guy in the NBA, Darty, who had the gambling thing going on, and you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, right? I know what you're saying. You don't see Major League Baseball players getting suspended, right? I mean, I'm sorry, not umpires, correct? Right?
Right.
So it's not, but it's nice to see because now they're accountable. that's what we always wanted. Because they're, as far as we were concerned, referees and umpires and officials are unaccountable for their actions. Well, that's not true. They should be accountable for their actions. And here, the NFL is holding Roy Ellison accountable for his actions. And I like that. Suspending him from one game, is that taking a paycheck away from him too?
Yeah.
It is? Beautiful.
I think so.
Beautiful. See, that's a beautiful thing.
I know, but what I'm getting at, Jeff, is that it's surprising when you think about the fact that an NFL referee or official would be getting suspended. Usually we wouldn't be seeing that in today's game. But
Correct.
the NFL is becoming more of not a fun league. Like I told you on Skype when you sent me the topic, I don't find it to be really big anymore. It's not becoming very popular.
Well, I agree with you. The NFL is killing the game. I mean, all these holds and all these flags on defense, they're killing the game. They're slowing it down. It's getting ridiculous, man. You know, last week it was really hard to watch some of those games. If it stays the same, I'm just not going to watch, man. I'm telling you. Hey, Andrew, Ellison was suspended one game. He was supposed to referee or umpire the Kansas City Chiefs San Diego Charger game. He will not be doing that. He got suspended for that game. So he is being suspended for one game, which is kind of nice. Just saying. There you go. I am fed up with the NFL. I'm sick and tired of it because they're babying the damn quarterback. Okay, babying the damn quarterback, it's the NFL. Everybody's going to get hurt no matter what. You got a strike zone you want the players to hit? Tell them. You can't. Basically, you got to hit from the shoulders to basically, as far as I'm concerned, the shoulders to the hips or the shoulders to the thighs is your strike zone. Correct?
Correct.
So that's where you hit the son of a bitch. Take your shoulder pad and nail him right in the gut and break him in half. What's the matter with that? What's the matter with that?
I don't know what the problem is, but it's becoming the National Flag Football League, if you ask me that.
And they want to protect the quarterback so bad. Here, you want to protect the quarterback so bad? Here's my idea. And you heard it right here on Sports World Radio from Jeff Escow. The offensive line is the 40-yard line. The defensive line becomes the 39-yard line. 1 yard behind, 1 yard back from the offensive line. Give Peyton Manning or Eli Manning or Tom Brady even more time to throw the freaking ball, you jackasses. Unstinking believable. You know? Unbelievable. Why don't you give them more help? Like they don't need any more. Peyton Manning's not ripping up the NFL enough. You want to give him more. Unfreaking believable. It's driving me bananas. Sean, it's just driving me bananas, man. I'm telling you.
It is, and if the NFL can't fix these issues with hits and suspensions, I think the future of the NFL is going to start deteriorating a lot more. People are going to be like, boy, this isn't a fun game to watch anymore.
It's not. Bunch of pansies. They're turning the quarterbacks into a bunch of pansies, and I'm sick and tired of it. Are they NFL players?
No. A bunch of wussies.
Okay, there you go. I like that. They're not even NFL players no more. They're a bunch of wussies. They're protecting them too much. You know, I heard that if the quarterback has the ball, you can hit him, but as soon as he lets go of the ball, you can't touch him. Well, that's already the case, you jackasses. I just don't get it. Put the defense 1 yard behind the offense. So say if the offense is at the 40-yard line, put the defense's line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line, and boom, when he says hi, go. Freaking unbelievable, man. Unstinkable. You know what I'm saying?
Jeff should be commissioner.
It's just driving me. It's you want to protect the quarterback so much, you're killing football. You're killing the NFL.
Jeff could be NFL commissioner, NBA commissioner, and MLB and NHL commissioner there, Browning.
They're slowly killing the NFL by protecting the quarterback more and more and more and more and more.
Jeff would make changes with the NFL.
I would make that change. Are you kidding me?
You'd fix the NFL up and you make the game
Heck
a lot
yeah.
of fun.
Heck yeah. You still can. I'm okay with not spearing and stuff. Don't leave your feet. I'm okay with not even using your helmet to hit the person. What happened to the old days where they used to use their shoulder like crazy? Back in the old days, man, they used to tackle somebody, hit them right in the chest with their shoulder pads. Whammo! And tackle them. What happened to that? Go back to that. Go back to that. Enough of this bullcrap with the helmet first. Go teach the kids shoulder, whammo, right into the gut of the quarterback. Slap him right in half. Split him right in half.
Yep.
You can get two guys to hit him. One guy to hit him right in the chest. The other guy to hit him right in the thigh. Whammo, and split him right in half. What the heck's the matter with you? Come on. That's legal. That's above the knee. I say basically from the thigh to right under the armpits is where you're supposed to be tackling, right?
Yeah.
And hitting. Take that shoulder pad and hit it right in the mid-chest, man. Hurt the son of a bitch. Whammo! And drill him right into the ground. What happened to those good old days?
I don't know. Things are getting pretty ugly when you think
God
about the
only
NFL.
knows.
Another topic we get to here as we are at 7:19 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 4:19 p.m. on the West Coast. Jerry Jones says, you know what? I'm doing a good job. He says, you know what? The facts are, I really do think the way things have rolled out, I'm getting to do some of the best work I've done, relatively speaking, in my career over these last several years as Cowboys president, owner, and general manager.
Have you won a Super Bowl?
Jerry Jones says, I've won 3 Super Bowls back in the 90s.
Okay, when was the last time you won one?
1995 was
shut
the last
the hell
time the
up.
Dallas Cowboys won.
Shut up, Jerry. You haven't won one you have not won a Super Bowl in the 2000 era. Okay? Last time was 1995, Sean?
1995, and that's when they had Barry Switzer as coach and Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith,
Okay.
Leon Lett, Deion Sanders.
Since the 2000s have started, correct?
Yeah,
He has not won a Super Bowl, correct?
correct.
Shut up, Jerry Jones. You're doing a terrible job.
Jerry Jones says, how about this? Since 1997, the Dallas Cowboys have posted a 133 and 133 mark with Jones as general manager.
That's funny. I bet you the mark was better before Tony Romo was the quarterback. Okay? So don't get me started on that. Jerry Jones, put your foot in your mouth again. And not only did you put your foot in your mouth again, you gave your head coach the kiss of death as far as I'm concerned by saying he's going to be back next year. He's doing such a good job, you're going to have him back next year. I'm putting my finger down my throat so I can puke all over that because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And I wonder if Jeff was a Dallas reporter and he would say, how can you be saying you're doing a good job when Dallas has only won 1 playoff game in the last...
Well, he's keeping Garrett around. He's already said that. So my question to him will be, how do you keep Garrett around when he hasn't won you any playoff games since he's been head coach?
Yeah.
Okay? How do you do that? How do you keep Tony Romo around all these years and he's won you 1 playoff game? You said he's fantastic, he's great, he's fabulous. He's won 1 playoff game in all the years he's been in the NFL. Explain that to me. You can't. That's right. I know you can't. Because he is not the right quarterback for your team.
Well, remember, Jerry Jones signed that big deal with Tony Romo, that 6-year extension to remain in Dallas, and he really feels like he's found his future quarterback from the days of Aikman and Roger Staubach.
Well, Cowboys have a problem now because their defense is decimated. They're hurt all over the place on defense. They got a problem over there. If Tony Romo doesn't throw the ball to what's his face? The guy who likes to argue and get in trouble? Dez Bryant. If he doesn't throw the ball to Dez Bryant, he's going to make a scene on the sideline That's going to drive all those fans, Cowboys fans and players nuts, and they're going to lose. They've had a bye week. They're going to lose. They're going to lose, and you know what's going to happen? Giants are going to be tied with them, and it's going to piss Jerry Jones off, and all I'm going to do is laugh my ass off.
Well, speaking of which, you do know that the game is coming up on Sunday. And as a matter of fact, every time Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants or New York Football Giants and the Cowboys meet, there's always trash talking. Well, here's what Giants cornerback Terrell Thomas said. He goes, "No doubt we are going to win this game. You can tell them, put it on a bulletin board. It doesn't matter because we have to win this game. Our season is on the line right now as the Cowboys head up to MetLife to take on the Giants, and I know we'll be talking a lot about that tomorrow."
But the game is at home in Giants Stadium, as far as I'm concerned, MetLife, Giants Stadium. Okay, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's the second of two meetings between these guys. Giants lost the first meeting, started their season on a terrible 0-6 run. They've won 4 consecutive games. They're going to make it 5-6. Dallas is 5-5 right now. They're going to be tied with Dallas. Philadelphia is going to be in first place. I believe the Giants still have a game left with Philly, and I believe they still have 2 games left with Washington. So there's still, as far as I'm concerned, the Giants have the toughest schedule of all the teams left in the NFC East, and the Cowboys have the easiest schedule left of all the teams in the NFC East. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, the Giants' schedule is not going to be
tough.
very easy for them. Keep in mind, Seattle will be coming to MetLife Stadium, and that's going to be tough. Seattle's the hottest team in the NFL.
Yeah. Seattle's, what are they, 10, 11-1?
10-1.
10-1, so come on, man. Hey, they're the best team in the NFL right now.
And for the Giants, everybody thinking that their season was going to be over with, like everybody says that. You got to remember what happened in 2007 and 2011. Everybody ruled them out. Everybody said, oh, they won't win it. And, of course, they shocked all the odds because they were the underdog. And I do know that sometimes it's always better to be an underdog. So everybody ruling the Giants out, you got to be careful because Tom Coughlin does something where he just probably gives them a big pep talk and says, they've ruled us out before.
There's no room for error. There's no room for error, man. There's no room for error right now. Okay? They got to win this game, become 5-6. Cowboys will be 5-6. Okay? And they'll be one game out of first behind Philly. And they're right back in the hunt. And everybody, that's just a freak out right there.
And if you want my honest opinion in this game, and I'll even say it tomorrow, the pressure is totally on the Dallas Cowboys.
I think so too.
Because they are 1-4 on the road.
I think so too, and they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. I think so too. I think all the pressure's on the Cowboys. I think the Giants are going to win the 5th game in a row. That's just me talking as a Giant fan.
Yeah, I can't wait till we talk about it tomorrow when we give our picks on the NFL Real Talk.
Yeah, don't forget, coming up in the second half of the show is our NBA elimination game, where we eliminate 2 teams apiece until we come down to the final team that I have and the final team that he has winning in the NBA Finals this year, becoming the NBA champion. What do you want? You want to go to break right now?
If you want to, we can.
All right, let's go to update really quick. We only have one update for the show. We do it at the bottom of the hour. Here's the update. This update is brought to you by Sport Watches Shop. Head on over to sportwatchesshop.com and check out all the best sport watches in one place. They got great watches over there, Timex, Invicta, Rolexes, Casios. Head on over to sportwatchesshop.com and start your holiday shopping today. sportwatchesshop.com. Take it away, Sean, man.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. We have reached the bottom of the hour. It is 7:27 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 4:27 p.m. on the West. It is Friday, November 22nd, 2013. We get to the updates right now in the NBA. The Charlotte Bobcats lead the Phoenix Suns by a score of 22-18 with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Philadelphia 76ers, they lead the Milwaukee Bucks 21-15, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. The Washington Wizards taking on the Toronto Raptors up in Toronto, Ontario. Right now the Raptors have a 25-24 lead. In other games tonight on this Friday night, you've got the Indiana Pacers at the Boston Celtics. Indiana has been really the tough team of late in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta Hawks at Detroit Pistons. San Antonio Spurs at Memphis Grizzlies in a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals and when San Antonio swept Memphis. The Brooklyn Nets at the Minnesota Timberwolves. Cleveland Cavaliers at the New Orleans Pelicans. Utah Jazz at the Dallas Mavericks. Chicago Bulls at the Portland Trailblazers. And lastly, it'll be the Golden State Warriors at the Los Angeles Lakers. So those are the games on tap on this Friday night. In the NHL, the Pittsburgh Penguins up 2-0 against the New York Islanders. Montreal Canadiens lead the Washington Capitals 1-0. Florida Panthers at Flames. Columbus Blue Jackets at the Vancouver Canucks. And the Tampa Bay Lightning at the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Last night in the NFL, there was one final. The New Orleans Saints beat the Atlanta Falcons 17-13 as the Saints improved to 9-2 overall, and the Falcons dropped to 2-9. In MLB, some of the big trades that are going on right now. The Cardinals have traded David Freese to the Angels. Prince Fielder is going from Detroit Tigers to the Texas Rangers. And Alex Rodriguez continues to say that not only does Bud Selig hate my guts, he says we crushed it. The MLB has nothing, as the future of MLB continues to be a problem. Robinson Cano has yet to find a home as the Yankees are trying to work something out, but the Mets are in this thing as well. The Dodgers maybe are in this. So we still have no. There's two big trades going on, but we expect more will happen. We are only a few weeks away from the 2013 winter meetings. That is your update for Sports World Radio. I'm Sean Mann, your co-host, Update Man. Back to the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff Eskow.
That update was brought to you by Sport Watches Shops. Holiday season is getting ready. Holiday shopping is coming right now. So start your holiday shopping today over at sportwatchesshop.com. That's sportwatchesshop.com. All right, welcome back to the show. Now what we're going to do in the second half of the show here is we are going to... Oh, let me fix this here. Okay, there we go. We're going to do our NBA elimination game, where Sean and I will get rid of two teams in the NBA apiece until we come down with one team apiece, and that team we think is going to win the NBA championship. Hey, Sean, last year, did we have the same team?
We had the same team, but that ended up being the loss because you and I both picked the San Antonio Spurs to take the NBA championship.
And we got it, or at least they were in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were in the finals, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're only doing two teams apiece. So, who are your... you start off with your first team.
I'm going to do two Eastern Conference teams, and the first team I'm going with, New York Knicks.
You're knocking my Knicks out already, huh?
Yeah, buddy. I'm taking the Knicks off. Right now, I don't know what the problem is with the Knicks, but they are really struggling.
Not looking too good
Lost
right
a
now.
heartbreaker against Indiana a few nights ago.
They're not looking too good right now. You're not looking too good at all. Okay, so I think I'm going to go start off. And I'm going to knock out, you know what? I'm taking out the Grizzlies.
Okay, so you're taking Memphis Grizzlies out.
Taking the Memphis Grizzlies out, my friend. That's right. That's one of my teams for this week. What's your second team that you're taking out this week?
I'm going to go with the crosstown rivals, and I'm going to go with the Brooklyn Nets.
You're getting rid of... They don't look good at all, do they?
And these were two good choices. I just said, you know what? So easy, because the Knicks aren't looking good right now, and Brooklyn, after all the trades they've gone through, they're not looking like the team that everybody expected to be.
No, I read an article last night about Jason Kidd and all that. He's got a lot of learning to do, man. I don't think that was the right move for them to do that. They spent a lot, $195 million in payroll. Get the hell out of here. That's ridiculous, man.
And you really think that the trade for Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Jason Terry was going to make a difference? And I was thinking to myself when that trade happened, it was good for the Celtics because they were making sure, first off, sorry for bringing them in, but I'm just trying to point out with the Celtics, it's like they're trying to clean house and realize they need to go young again. And Pierce and Garnett, no, they just don't have it like they used to. They're just knowing that their time is going to be coming where it's time to start hanging up the jersey to the rafters.
Right. My second team, I'm knocking out the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Good choice.
Say goodbye to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So you took the Knicks and the Nets, and I took the Grizzlies and the Cavaliers.
Yep.
They're out of the game. They're done. Finito. So I have a feeling, we might end up with the same team again. Even though it could be a different team, we might end up with that same team. Again, who knows? I still haven't decided how I'm going to finish up yet. It's gonna, because we got a while to go in the NBA, and it's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be kind of fun. All right, so also in the world of sports, there was a lot of baseball trades the last 2 days, wasn't there?
Yes, I did mention in the update about the trades. Prince Fielder going to Texas. I'm actually a little surprised that happened, and that's going to really hurt the Detroit Tigers a lot. Because when you think about it, they had an offense that was very good last year and this year. And now all of a sudden, Prince Fielder goes down to Texas to help the Rangers out for Ian Kinsler.
Look who that is in the chat room. We haven't seen that name in forever. What's up, TCB? Remember that? TCB.
Yep. Hey, welcome there, True Country Boy. Thank you for coming out.
I don't know if he's still in the house, but there he is. He says, Giants and Cowboys suck. That's what he says. No hello, no hey guys, no not Giants and Cowboys suck. Figures he'd come in this week.
Well, Double-A, of course, you got to understand
Double
there,
A.
but yeah, big game coming up too. But yeah, the big trade, I want to ask you, TCB, Browning, and Jeff, what do you think of Prince Fielder going to Texas? Can he help the Rangers get into the World Series and win?
Not only did Detroit send Prince Fielder to Texas, Detroit is also paying $30 million of that contract.
Yeah.
How about that? No, I'm not here. Okay? So Detroit's getting rid of that, and they're also paying $30 million over several years. But I happen to think it's a good trade because they can move Cabrera back to first. Kinsler's at second now. They shore up that freaking middle infield. They got this guy who's in the minors ready to come and play in the Major League Baseball, and he's the third baseman. So they got that all settled. They got Brad Asmus as their new manager. Okay, they got money to clear up now to sign Max Scherzer, which they need. Okay, just going to be a little different. That's all. Just going to be a little different.
Dave Dombrowski has done a very good job with how he's built the whole team up. He's just trying, yeah, you're right there, TCB. Detroit wanted to unload his dead weight in contract, and Detroit's probably saying, we got the money to spend. But my question is, okay, the Tigers have been to the World Series in 2006 and went to the ALCS in 2011, the World Series last year, and then they went to the American League Championship this year. Could it still hurt them? Because you wonder what kind of a lineup they're going to be looking like when opening day happens in April of next year.
I think being in that lineup for Prince Fielder hurt his batting. I think he's going to thrive in Texas.
Very true, because you got to remember one thing. Back in the ALCS, he was not hitting, and he was getting booed really bad by Tiger fans because the Tigers wanted big things out of him.
Yeah, and I think being in that batting order with Cabrera and Martinez affected him. I don't think he was the right fit. I think he's going to have better success in Texas. Okay? I think he's going to have better success in Texas. And that's where I'm going with that one. Hey, there was also another baseball trade. Now, I'm gonna say something about this, and the reason why I bring it up is because every year when we do our Major League Baseball draft, Sean seems to pick this gentleman every single year to be his third baseman, and that's David Freese from the St. Louis Cardinals. David Freese from the St. Louis Cardinals was traded to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim for Peter Bojers, or however you pronounce his last name.
It's a tough thing to say with his last name, but David Freese going there.
Gonna reunite
remember,
himself.
He was the clutch hitter in that 6th game.
Well, he's going to reunite himself with Mr. One Albert Pujols. So
yeah, but here's the thing with the Angels, though. It was a disappointing season for Angel fans because they felt this year they had a good team. It just seems like, okay, the Angels have got the money to spend, and Artie Moreno is a great owner. He's done a great job with the team. But every year you think, oh, the Angels are going to be so good, then the pressure's on them, and then everybody's saying they're favored, then apparently they don't go. And this year was a disappointing season. We'll see how well the Angels look. Remember, Hamilton and Albert Pujols were not very impressive for them.
And the Angels have to throw in at least one more pitcher, or maybe even two. So we'll see what happens over there. You know, they're trading him for Fernando Sales, so they got to get at least one more pitcher or maybe two. So we'll see what happens.
Double A, you bring up a good point. Stupid thought. Fielder will replace Josh Hamilton as the left-handed power bat in the Rangers lineup. Texas could be competitive again. It's going to be different because I don't think Nolan Ryan is back as president of the Rangers. I think he's retiring and stepped down, although he did have a good run with the Rangers, too.
They had a really good run with the Rangers. I'm going to sneeze. Take it.
Yeah, because they went to actually in 2009, they were in contention for the World Series. They went to 2 World Series. Last year, they went to the 1-game playoff against, of course, Baltimore and lost 5-1. Then they just didn't look well against Tampa Bay. So we'll see how well the Rangers look in the American League West, but it'd be amazing to see how Oakland could still be the tough team.
Oakland doesn't spend a lot of money, and they always seem to be right there, don't they?
Yeah, they seem to be right there, always in the playoffs, but their problem is like I have a friend of mine who's a diehard Oakland Athletics fan. He calls it like the curse of Game 5, because every time the A's play a 5th game, they always end up losing in heartbreak.
Understand. And it looks pretty much like, you know, the Angels' outfield is set. So Bourgeau, that's how his last name is pronounced, Bourgeau was going to be the 4th man in the outfield in Anaheim. Now he's going to start. So, you know, you got Mike Trout, Josh Hamilton, and J.B. Shuck playing in the outfield. Come on. Hello.
Yeah, I'm sure the Rangers are just trying to make sure that they will be competitive and be right back at it. Ron Washington is another manager who I give props to because he really has done a great job of coming in there and turning that whole program and organization around and making the Rangers very competitive.
Hey, TCB, you know that Philadelphia is not going to win the NFC East, right? I'm just saying.
Can't wait till we talk more about the NFL. How about this topic, if I may?
Go ahead.
The MLB is going to step up security in 2014. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Boston fans should expect to go through a metal detector to see their favorite team play in 2014.
Oh, there you go.
Major League Baseball security director John Skinner said on Friday that all 30 teams are expected to screen all fans entering their ballpark
do it here already.
next season.
They do it here already. They scan you with a wand here already before you enter.
That's what they do with me. It's like every time I had to go on an airplane to Washington, D.C., they had to...
Every time I had to go on an
well,
airplane.
they have to do that with you. Since
been
9/11, they've had to make a rule to
You've
check
been
to
there
make sure
one
you're correct.
freaking time. Every time I go to Washington. You've been there one freaking time.
I was going to rephrase that. The time I went to D.C., which is my first time,
Better.
they had to screen me.
Better, you rat bastard, you. Better. Hey, don't forget, we got to do the Rat Bastard of the Week, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Which that might just make you a candidate right there.
Oh, jeez. Why me? I've already been the candidate.
I think you've been a candidate before. I know you've been a candidate before, in fact.
I think it's a great idea, though, to add security, making sure that everybody doesn't bring a threat, brings a weapon, or brings something that could hurt the people.
Yeah,
Remember,
they do it
there have
here.
been fights in ballparks before. Remember, in 2011, the Giants opened up against the Dodgers, and a couple of Giant fans got beaten by Dodger fans. And it's good to make sure that you have strong security to make sure that people are at peace and they're not trying to be mean to other people.
See, down here, there's really no tailgate and no park. There's no really big, huge parking lot for the baseball game down here to tailgate. I take the trolley right to the ballpark. From my house, not from my house, from the trolley station, about a mile and a half away, boom. Leave my car in the park, or leave the car in the parking lot, hop on the trolley, takes you right across the street from the ball. All you got to do is walk across the street and you're in the ballpark. Done. Over with. When the game's over, you walk across the street, you get back on the trolley, and you take it home. No parking, no nothing. $5 round trip, boys and girls. Cheap. Cheap, cheap. And $5 for a ticket to get into the game. $10. Cheap, cheap, cheap. That's pretty good, huh? That's
Very
not bad.
good.
And if you bring anything, you put it in a huge 1 gallon huge plastic bag so they can see right through it. Bring my peanuts, popcorn, whatever I want to eat, and I just buy a soda when I'm there. Smart, eh?
Yep.
That's it.
Here's another move that happened in baseball today.
Sean, they run the wand over you and all that, and okay, go. And then you go in.
Free agent outfielder Chris Young has reached an agreement on a 1-year contract. Will be with the New York Mets. The deal is for $7.25 million, the source said. So Chris Young is finding a new home, and he's going up to the Big Apple.
Yeah, I've seen. I saw that earlier. I think I read that late last night. I was still up. And you know something? The NBA has fined Mike Woodson for criticizing the referees. The NBA fined New York Knicks coach Mike Woodson $25,000 for public criticism of the officiating. Woodson said during a radio interview Thursday that the Knicks' Carmelo Anthony doesn't get the same calls as other superstars. Woodson had been angry about some calls during the Knicks' losses at Detroit on Tuesday and at home against Indiana the next night. He complained that referee Dan Crawford blew a call during the loss to the Pistons. What else is new with Dan Crawford? He hates the Knicks. Always
he does
has
not like the Knicks.
Always
and
has
the Knicks
and
are the
always
team
will.
that's-
Always has and always will. He should never be able to coach a Knick game.
Well, for the Knicks right now, if you look at the Atlantic Division real quickly,
They're terrible, man.
it is terrible when you think
Disgusting.
about it. The Celtics might,
Thank God.
if you look at it.
Thank God it's really early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank God it's really early in the season. What, they play 12, 14 games?
Yeah, the Atlantic Division is so pathetic. You've got Toronto at 5-7. You've got Philadelphia at 5-8. You're right, like 12 or 13 games in. The Boston Celtics, they are 4-9. The Knicks are 3-8, and Brooklyn is 3-8. So it's
3-8.
What a
3-8. They picked the Brooklyn Nets to go to the freaking playoffs and maybe even give Miami a fighting chance, and fight them. And they're 3-8. Way to go, you freaking smartasses who you thought that freaking the Nets were going to be wild and great. Ha! You don't know crap just as much as anybody else.
Well, here's, like I said, when we had to eliminate the Brooklyn Nets for the second half of the show, I pointed out that the fact of the matter is You cannot rely on old veterans, and that's the thing that's going to hurt Brooklyn and could really shock people if they don't make any noise and make any run for the playoffs.
All these people say that Brooklyn Nets are going to be, chase down Miami and give them the hot. I hope they don't even make the playoffs so I can laugh at all you supposable. What's the word I'm looking for? All you supposedly people who are supposable experts in your field. All you people, the Nets, they'll start off slow, which they have, and then they'll go and Jason Kidd will get to learn what he's doing and this and that, and they'll figure it out, and they'll come in, and I hope he doesn't. I hope they don't make the playoffs, and I hope they make you look like a bunch of freaking morons for saying they were going to do good. Because right now, they suck.
Every team actually is pathetic and really stinks bad in the Atlantic Division right now in the NBA. Double A has a response for you. He says, tell him my response about the Eagles not winning the NFC East.
And you know who's annoying me really bad nowadays? He's annoying me really, really bad, and I can't watch it anymore. It's Charles Barkley.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Skip Bayless.
No. I watched Skip Bayless this morning, and I got to give him some props. But then I did yell at him on the TV, so he got it both times. He did get praised, but then he did get yelled at again. But it's Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was doing a game last night on TNT with Reggie Miller and the other guy.
Yeah.
He sucks. and when Charles Barkley is doing his thing on TV, on TNT or whatever the hell it is, with the other guys, with Shaq and those other guys. He sucks. He's terrible. Get him. I can't even. It's unwatchable to me. I can't even watch it. He is terrible. Okay? He doesn't even need to be there. Just get rid of him. He's I can't watch it. That game yesterday, it was on TNT or whatever the hell, TBS. With him doing the game, I turned the game off. I didn't want to watch it because he was talking. But I had to hear what dumb shit he was saying. And believe me, it was dumb crap. I can't stand that guy either. I'm going to use it to get another Twitter account. I hate Charles Barkley. It's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying there, bro?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, who's the Rat Bastard of the Week?
Oh, I am not sure. I could not come up. How about, if Charles Barkley is really irritating you, why don't we make him the Rat Bastard of the Week?
That's a good idea. Let's make that Rat Bastard the Rat Bastard of the Week this week. Charles Barkley for saying stupid crap on his TV show that he's on with Shaq and Kenny and the guy who hosts it.
Ernie Johnson,
Thank
which
you,
is called
EJ.
Inside the NBA. That's
Inside the NBA with Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny. Get rid of Charles Barkley. He don't need to be there. He's just for some he bugs the living crap out of me. He says the most stupidest crap in the world. It was driving me nuts. It really was. It really freaking. I think the only reason why they keep him around is because he does stupid crap, along with saying stupid crap. So they got to take the good with the bad. But you got to get him off that show. Really, you got to get him out of there. It's disgusting. So we're making Charles Barkley the Rat Bastard of the Week. I hope you like that, Charles. You're the Rat Bastard of the Week. And I'm number 3 in the fantasy football pick'em pool, and I'm coming after you, Schmedley.
I know. Take it away, Jeff. I got to sneeze, okay?
Okay, yeah. What is this? Both of us sneezed on the show today?
I don't know.
That never freaking happens, man.
Take it away, but
both of us. Sneeze. Go ahead. Both of us freaking took a little break to sneeze on the show today. I did earlier, and now that never freaking happens, man. I think in the 5.5 years, almost 6 years we've been doing the show together, that's never happened before. Never, ever happened before. That's just nuts, man. Wow. Beer hug on Gronk. That play on Gronk was the wrong call, man. They picked up that flag, and I'm glad Sean is sneezing because that's his new team now. So he can't talk because he's sneezing, which is great. I kind of like. Oh, there he is.
Now I
back.
feel better. Jeez.
Hey, Sean, In the 6 years we've been doing this show together, that's the first time we've ever both sneezed on the show. Right?
Yes, indeed.
That's the
Of
first
course.
time we both sneezed on the show, right?
Right.
In the 6 years we've been doing the show, that's the first time we both sneezed. Wow. I never ever sneezed during the show. Never.
Ugh,
And for
boy.
some reason I did it, and I don't know why.
Well, sinuses probably.
And,
Dry
and you never do it either. Never, ever, ever. And boom, for some reason you did. I did it in the first half. You did it in the second half. They got a double sneezer. Bunch of
anyway,
rat bastards.
I do have another topic, and Double A, this is for you, buddy. Since you just came in, let's talk about the NFC East real quickly.
Eagles suck.
Double A, Philadelphia 6-5. What do you think?
Eagles suck. Who do they play this week, Sean?
The Philadelphia
Oh, they're on a bye.
Eagles
They're on their bye this week.
are on a bye.
They're
Yep.
on their bye this week. So you know what's going to happen? Dallas is going to lose. Giants are going to be tied with Dallas at 5-6. And the Giants and the Cowboys are going to be one game behind your freaking Eagles. And here we come, bitch.
Ooh.
That's right. Come on. Hey, your team is in first place. I'm giving you a chance. Your team is in first place. What do you want to bet? Huh? What do you want to make the wager this time? We always bet, come on. What do you want to make the wager this time? That your team will not win that division. That's not going to happen. Your team won't the division. Hey, Sean, find out when the Giants play the Philadelphia Eagles again for me.
All right, I'll look
that up.
for you.
Hey, Mr. Where are you, Mr. TCB? Come on. I'm telling you right now, your Eagles will not win the NFC division. You're in first place. Come on. Let's go. You gotta be like, shut up, Jeff. What do you want to bet, Jeff? Well, that's what I'm asking you.
All right, Philadelphia Eagles and the Giants. When do they play? Actually,
They
Philadelphia does not play the Giants. You got to keep in mind, both of these teams split. The first game, Philadelphia went into MetLife Stadium and won 36-21.
And the Giants went into Philly and won.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So that's freaking split. You want to bet? Yeah, I want to bet. What do you want to bet? Doesn't matter whether I lost the last time. I'm back for more, bitch. Just because I lost doesn't mean I'm not going to play again. I'm not like Kenny C. Or
Well, he's already saying we're done this year.
I'm not like Kenny C. or Sean. What do you mean you're done this year? You're in first place. What are you talking? Huh? Explain that. What do you mean you're done? You're in first place in the NFC East division. You're telling me you're done? How the hell does that work, Sean? That's like, hold on, Sean. That's like Sean telling me the New England Patriots, if they lose this weekend, they're finished. They're done. What, are you kidding me? They're in first place in the AFC East. I would fight the same way about the Patriots as I would about the Eagles. How do you say they're done? They're in first place. They don't play this week, and even if the Giants, they'll still be one game. You'll still be in first place next week. I don't get it. I don't get that. I know you played Dallas the last game of the season. That's what I'm counting on. That's the only team you got left in the NFC East, or you still got Washington?
I know that the Giants do play the Redskins twice, and I know Pink Sheep Boy wants to take Jeff on.
Yeah. See, the Giants and the Redskins still have 2 games left.
He goes, "No, we are done with the Giants this year." That's what TCB says.
Yeah, because they split. But how can he say his team is done? They're in first place. I don't get it. I hate to say this to you. They're in first place right now, but they ain't making the playoffs.
He goes, "I'll think about it. Giants will lose, and Coughlin's going to be fired."
No, he won't. It's not Coughlin's fault that Eli Manning was throwing 7 interceptions a game.
Well, you can be happy they've won 4 in a row there, Jeff. Yeah.
Dallas is going to win that. Where is that game? At home or in Dallas? It's the last game of the season. Philadelphia plays Dallas. I believe it's in Dallas. Dallas is going to win that game to prevent Philadelphia from winning the NFC East.
Yeah, December 29th. That's when Dallas hosts Philadelphia.
It's the last game of the year, right?
Right.
Okay, Dallas is going to win that game to prevent Philadelphia from winning the NFC East and allow the Giants to sneak in there and win it. How about that, boys? You like that play right there? I do too. I do too. The Giants can only afford to lose one game coming up. Only one game. And that game is against Seattle. Because I don't think they got a snowball's hell and chance of winning that game. But they got to win all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying there, Mr. TCB? Dallas is going. I'm glad. You want to know something? I'm actually kind of glad the game is not in Dallas this weekend, Sean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of glad the game is in New York this weekend with all the JFK stuff going on. Right?
Yeah, it is. And, of course, the Mavericks are playing tonight in Dallas. Of course, for a city that's going through a lot of emotion since it was 50 years ago today.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, because how ironic is it? It's 50 years ago today on the Friday that it actually happened, and then they actually played a football game. They actually played the NFL.
Well, and
right?
I know we can talk more about this tomorrow because I was going to save that for the NFL Real Talk about how Pete Rozelle, who was NFL commissioner,
made the decision to play.
Yeah,
Correct?
well, he called President Kennedy's press secretary,
Right.
Pierre Salinger,
Correct.
and he said Jack Kennedy would have wanted to have played the games, and so they did, but
Okay,
there
let me
was
ask you
no-
a question, Sean. You as a historian of
Mhm.
JFK, because I know you're a historian of JFK. I know you like that, and I know you've read everything you can. As a historian of JFK, what do you think he would have wanted? Them to play or not to play?
I think he would have wanted them to play, but in my opinion, I would disagree with him. It was not the right time to play because there was just too much going on, and of course, with Oswald being the guy that was the suspected assassin, that was hurting people too. And then, of course, Oswald got shot live on TV on Sunday,
I know.
the
How
24th
crazy-
of November.
I know, how crazy is that? Hey, guys, we got to get the flock out of here. Remember, we'll be doing our NFL Real Talk tomorrow. Join us, 10 p.m. on the East, 7 p.m. on the West. Sean and I will make our picks in the second half of tomorrow's show for all the games on Sunday and Monday. Until then, my friends, that is Sean Mann. I am Jeff Escal. This has been Sports World Radio. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon?